There are 3 ways that comparison destroys you, and the last one is by far the worst. Number 1, it robs you of joy. We compare ourselves to other people when we are trying to measure our success, or our happiness, or even our self-worth. But in doing so, we forget that each person is at a different stage of the game. Some people have just started out, others are just getting warm. And then there are those who are almost at the finish line. How can we possibly know where we stand if we don't know where they are? So what do? We compare ourselves to everyone all at once. We look at the people who've just started out and feel bad because we are further along than them. Then we look at those who are almost done and feel like we are behind. But here's the thing, you are not behind. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. As long as you're making progress, you're winning. So stop comparing your starting point to someone else's finish line. Embrace where you're at and enjoy the journey. There's no use in looking left and right when you're running your race. Keep your eyes forward. Focus on your own progress and be happy for others while you're at it. Celebrate their success. Be genuinely happy for them. Because when you compare yourself to others, you either feel superior or inferior. And both feelings are forms of pride. And pride, as Epictetus says, is the beginning of all evil. Number 2, it kills your motivation. When we compare ourselves to others, we often try to one-up them. Let's say someone else is really good at something. You might think, well, I can do that too, but I can do it better. That's why I don't need to practice. Or maybe you think, well, they can do that, but I can't. So why even bother trying? Either way, the result is the same. We're less likely to put in the effort. Why bother getting better when someone else is already great at what they do? Or worse, why get better when someone else is struggling? We'll end up coasting, believing that we've reached our potential when we haven't even tried to reach it. Remember, you can't know what it's like to run a marathon unless you run one. All you have is your own experience. So instead of wasting time and energy comparing ourselves to others, we should spend it focusing on our own craft. We should take pride in our work, but never be satisfied with it. Number 3, and perhaps worst of all, it ruins your relationships. We compare ourselves to other people because we want to figure out where we stand, but also because we want to figure out where they stand. We want to know how they are doing so that we can determine whether or not we are doing well. If they are doing better, we start to resent them. We become jealous. If they're doing worse, we feel sorry for them. Either way, we lose sight of the relationship itself, which is what's important. Relationships aren't about what you can get from them. They're about what you can give. So stop asking, how are you doing? When someone asks you this question, don't think about how you can turn it into an opportunity to compare yourself to them. Instead, ask yourself, how can I help you? What can I give you? And if you can't think of anything, then the answer is obvious. You need to give them your presence, your undivided attention. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, just be there for them. Listen, ask questions, be empathetic, make them feel important because they are. And you will know this, not because you compared yourself to them and figured out that you are equal or better or worse, but because you took the time to understand and appreciate them for who they are. So these are just 3 ways that comparison destroys you. It robs you of joy, kills your motivation, and it ruins your relationships. But there is a way to starve it, to actually weaken this destructive force. And it's simple. Be content to be thought foolish and stupid. That's what Epictetus says, one of the greatest philosophers of all time. He says you should be content to be thought foolish and stupid. And the reason he says this is because the less you care about what other people think of you, the less power they have over you. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare your life to theirs. Stop measuring your success by their standards. Instead, focus on your own path. Be content with who you are, and be genuinely happy for those who are doing well. In other words, stop comparing. And if you found some value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next videos.